This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito. If you haven't tried them out, then you're missing out. Their hours of operations are from Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast burritos and lunch specials. If you like that pica pica, try that hot sauce and let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. It's the small yellow building with the Tigre tiger on it. Rawr.
Welcome back to the JP Lopez Show. If you guys could do me a favor and like, subscribe, comment, and share. I just started this new channel, and I would really appreciate if you guys could please help me out, grow this new channel, and follow the podcast on all streaming platforms. Find me on every social media at It's the JP Lopez Show. And let me know, give me some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. If you guys could please share my shows with your friends, people that might like it, and that would really help me out a whole lot. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to It's the JP Lopez Show. We got a very special show for you guys. It's a Thanksgiving episode. I got two great motherfuckers coming on, and of course my co-host Eric. So let's just get it rolling, man. First I want to introduce you to Mr. Francisco Manzanares.
My name is Francisco Manzanares. I'm currently with Trade the Hobby, LLC. I have a full business. You can find me on basically every social that I have. Instagram, Trade the Hobby, TikTok, Trade the Hobby. We have our own website right now, and it's tradethehobby.com. I have a business partner. He wasn't able to make it today, but we specialize on basically any kind of memorabilia that you can think of. We specialize mainly on football, basketball, baseball, but we do pretty much any sport that you can think of. I'm starting to get into the Pokemon for all the little kids out there and some of the bigger kids that also still collect. I'm starting to collect again just because I'm doing this again, but I do anything. If you have any questions, want to get back into the hobby, want to start doing more collecting yourself, I'm your guy. Just reach at me on all my socials, especially on our website. That's where we do all of our communication. We have currently right now we have 3 employees that can pretty much answer any questions that you may have. It comes to myself, my business partner, and we also have a secretary right now that she answers all of our phone calls, all of our emails, and then sends it to everybody whenever they have questions. But if you feel free, give me a shout. I can get you anything and everything that you can think of.
All right, that was Francisco. Let me introduce you to my boy, Mr. Ryan Harris.
Howdy, hey, fellas. Just to let y'all know, it's actually Rhino. That's my stage name. Used to strip back in the day, too. But I do trivia. I host trivia around Lubbock. I do Jake's Sports Bar and Cafe Tuesday nights. Sign-up starts at 6:30. Trivia starts around 7. You also do Billiards Plus on Wednesday nights if you can't catch the Tuesday show. If you want to come to both, it's all 120 different questions every night. I make these myself. So get ready for some fun times of me messing up, me flubbing some stuff, like me getting some things wrong. I'd love to see y'all come out. Come prove me wrong, because that's even funnier whenever I mess up on a trivia question, and that's what we live for. This is watch me fall. And also, if you're a member of the Elks Lodge, once a month on Fridays, I'm there from 6:30 for signups, and trivia starts at 7. So wherever you want to see me at, come to those bars, hopefully more soon. Follow me on almost every social media. I've got TikTok, YouTube, nothing really on those channels yet. But Instagram and Facebook is the best way to find me. Rhino's Trivia, just simple as that. RYNO. Got to keep it, me. So hopefully I do kind of hope to see y'all out. So come watch me have fun and figure out what's going on through my brain that week. So thank you.
And maybe he'll show you his dick. He used to be a nude model. All right, guys, now let's start the show. How we looking, baby? We're good? You can see my face?
Yep. No.
You want to see my face?
Let us see your face, brother.
You want to see my pecker?
Let's see your face.
Yeah. Are we looking good? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
We're good? What the fuck is up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
man.
Shit, dude. Ryan, long time coming, bro. I know that we haven't like seen each other in forever, but I still think about your ass all the time, bro.
Dude,
For real.
you made a big impact on my life, man. And like I said, I was talking to my girlfriend earlier, and I was like, I don't think I've seen him since Copper Caboose.
Oh,
back
shit.
in like 18.
No.
I was still a
Yeah.
I think I was still a dad back at that point. And like,
Yeah, you had. That's when you told me that you were a fucking nude model.
oh yeah,
For real.
Yeah, because
I wasn't joking there. This motherfucker
Yeah.
did.
Well, I'd
Nude.
lost all my weight, and at that point, I think I was at 190, which I had been since 8th grade. And so, like, I still weigh less than I did in high school, but like at that point, I weighed less than I did in 8th grade because.
And where did you perform these artists?
Oh,
Where did you perform?
I got my start at Eastern New Mexico University back where I went to college.
They had it
and
there?
Yeah,
All right.
and then Clovis Community College because they needed.
But
a
he
guy
did.
there.
He did art.
Yeah,
You know
okay.
how the
Okay,
when they paint the
yeah, of
that's
course, of course.
Yeah, like the old Will Ferrell skit.
I don't mean like nude modeling like he was a casting couch motherfucker.
Dude, if I could OnlyFans, man, like I fucking would
Nothing
in a
wrong
heartbeat.
with casting
Yeah, why
couch.
would you
God,
do
no.
that?
We
Hey,
know
No,
there's
dude, if it's money and like,
Hey,
dude,
real
like-
talk, would you do an OnlyFans?
yeah, fuck
You
yeah.
would? What's
yeah.
stopping you right now? Your trivia?
Girlfriend, and then like trying to at least get my own like brand out there before I'm known as the naked guy in Lubbock. Because I'm like Lubbock's a small enough town they'd be like, hey, I've seen that guy's bit, I've seen that guy's dick.
Hey,
like,
they would come out and see your show.
yeah, well, they might. Like,
The
shit.
trivia question.
I feel like
Has anybody seen my pecker before?
see, like a lot of people have because I have artistic nudes. Like they hung up and like 'cause I also did Texas Tech University and like I had some artistic like my last semester working there I got painted for 6 weeks. And like they took a picture of me naked, and I had to like it was 2 classes a week, 3-hour classes, and I would sit there for exactly 3 hours, like 40 minutes at a time, and I got painted for 6 weeks. And like some of the paintings are beautiful, and some of them art was not their degree choice, but they were doing it, and so. But
It was
at
a
that
whole
point-
bunch of dudes just signing up.
Oh no! I always like I love this part.
Ooh,
Like,
this is nice.
Oh man, my balls are real detailed in your pictures.
dude, one of the teachers made me shave my legs because he's like, the students get too focused on detail. I'm like, well, good thing they're not focused on that dick. But like, yeah, I'll shave my legs. But I always felt bad. I love that painting class so much because it was like it was like the grand achievement, and like I went off on a bang on that. But like I said, held the pose for that long. But everybody was around me, like so. Every pretty had a different angle, and there's this little black kid, and he's just fucking eye. Because I'm on the stage, he is eye level with my dick, and he's looking at his painting for that first like 40-minute set, and he's just trying to get everything set right. And then I just see him like at the end of it, just like fucking slam his thing sideways, and he drew it from the waist up.
Actual
Homeboy-
size.
Yeah, no. Now I've got one hanging up in my bathroom because I also did a local art group. Like,
Oh fucking.
I show up at some
piss.
yeah, dude. I show up at some old ladies' houses sometimes, and like they'd pay $5 to get in, and like we'd do it for an hour. We'd have a wine and cheese break, and they talk to me, and then we'd go back at it for another 30 minutes, and then
When you say
What-
Addy, we're talking about painting, right?
painting. Oh, painting or drawing? Like, yeah, no, God, no. I did like the old ladies. 'cause
Respectfully.
They got to talk to me because like nobody at the universities got to talk to me about it. Like if they said anything that was off, they could fail the class immediately because it was kind of confidential and like you can't body shame and everything like or say anything.
damn.
Teacher damn sure did, and he was like, "Yeah, you're getting the curves right." I'm like, "Thanks, no, we'll thick, appreciate it." Yeah. Like, and
Frank
then,
the Tank.
dude, and when they said, "Hey, it's cold," is it cold in here? Is it cold in here? And just keep asking me that, I'm like, sure, I guess.
So
like,
the camera adds 10 pounds. Do painting add inches?
oh, yeah, it does. It does. I've got one of my. That's what I was getting to. Is that one
That's
of
a
the
badass
like,
question.
one of the local art groups? Like, I've got a 3-bedroom house, and people like if the guest bathroom's guest bathroom is full, people go to my bathroom, and I've got one of my local art groups that he painted me or he drew me, and he gave me a lot. Like, dude made me hang dog on that one, and I hung it up in my bathroom. And I get ready for anybody that goes in my bathroom because it's like it's not when you see it, you go to the bath, like go to the toilet. Then when you're going out to like turn off the light, it's right above the light switch, and you just hear people go, "Motherfucker, are you kidding me?"
I'm
That's
taking a
awesome.
shit with Ryan's dick in my
Are you
face.
holding it in your hand?
No, I'm sitting like I'm kind of sitting like I am now, man. Like,
What was that big old black dude on the side of the guy?
oh yeah,
That's how his is. It's just right there.
yeah, just not as much a dick.
Do you remember
and
that
is dark.
that meme? Do you remember when COVID hit and it said something about I got COVID. Hit the link if you've been infected or think you came in contact, and then you hit the link and it was that picture of that dick.
You're like, these motherfuckers.
Dude, every time there was like a tornado warning or anything, they'd always like somebody would see one like, hey, I think there's like some storms coming up, and they'd have them like imaged into the clouds. I'm just like, God,
It never ends. It never ends.
that's a thunderstorm right there.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, Ryan, it's fucking great to see you, bro. Great to have you on. I'm glad and excited to promote your shit, man.
Dude, and I'm beyond honored to be on this, especially after finally like checking you out and listening to it, because I'm not big on podcasts, but like I wasn't nervous until I got on YouTube just so it's like, because you can't see anything but like the 5-star, the reviews on iTunes and everything, and then I just see the views, it's like 400, 300, 300, 200. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe we need to go pick up a 6-pack when we grab that, and like maybe drink a little bit, loosen up, because I never posted the first podcast that somebody asked me on, and like somebody actually listened to it, and they're like, yeah, that's not you. You're nervous as fuck, and you're all tense. And I was like, yeah, I was. Like, I was hoping they'd be drinking. Like every podcast I see, they're drinking, they're doing something. So,
Well, thanks, man. I really tried to like grow my channel and my podcast, and I'll take this opportunity to ask you guys to please share my shit, man. It's a new channel. I'd like the growth back to what it was before I changed the name to It's the JP Lopez Show. So yeah, man, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, do anything and everything that you can help me out. That's free.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you nothing to fucking follow and share. So anyway, Cisco, how are you, brother?
What's up, man?
Dude, I was surprised at your intro.
Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I watch every show and act like this is my first time ever coming.
Who the fuck is this guy? This guy's all professional and shit. You can find me at www. I got a secretary. She gonna answer the phone. God dang.
I was like, this motherfucker has a secretary?
Damn right.
God damn, boy. How are you, bro?
Good, man. Just glad to finally be back, man. Traveling back and forth to Houston for like 2 months.
Yeah, I know, man.
Finally glad to be back and stay back.
I want to take this time and not get deep, but take this time to express my feelings towards you. I took a step back because I know what it's like to be in that situation, and I don't want you to think that we didn't care, my wife and I, but I just knew that situation is tough, and you don't want to see any encouraging words because you're like, fuck this shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I did that, man. But,
Appreciate it.
I was praying for you all the time, man, the whole
Appreciate
time.
it.
So, but glad you're on, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
For sure, man. So I got my co-host here.
Here I am. I'm sorry I didn't have a little skit.
So, Eric, with the new year, new me coming around the corner, are you still full? You can't pick up any more clients, or
No,
can
I
you?
am. I stay full all the
Yeah.
time. So.
I mean, it just sucks that I can't promote you because you're fucking.
Oh,
you're
I know.
Full.
I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, man, I'm the only one that doesn't promote anything because I can't. I'm too full.
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So,
First time listener, first time on the couch. What do you do, by the way?
So I make women beautiful.
Ooh. And he's not lying. Like, he's not lying. So I even talked to a bunch of old people in the sauna,
yeah.
and every opportunity I can get, I preach the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, it's state of the art before state of the art. You know what I mean? It was ahead of its time.
Yeah, yeah.
Now y'all kind of like set the tone, in my opinion, for what a gym should be. And then I think a lot of gyms modeled their shit after y'all.
Yes. No, that's for sure.
And y'all were pioneers, man. And any chance I can get to promote y'all shit,
Well, just come to the lifestyle center. Like I said, I'm booked. There's other people that could accommodate you. We're so busy that we hired 2 more people to help us. So that's good. But just the gym alone, we have every single thing that you could possibly want for your
turf
fitness.
room, sleds, kettlebells, like
Whatever.
fucking everything. But y'all were before it was turf room, kettlebell. Y'all had
Yeah.
all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And now that's the trend, but y'all were way ahead of its time. But it was a long time coming too, because y'all's gym was kind of a old hardcore gym.
It looked like 1988 in there.
It looked
And
like jean shorts and Timberlands. those old bodybuilder magazines.
we had carpet in there. So yeah, no, you're right. It has everything that you can possibly need. It has an indoor swimming pool, it has a sauna, has a turf room, it has aerobics classes. It has weights, like I'm talking about real weights, real bars. The everything that we have is the best that we could buy.
Yeah, and it's not that pussy shit like where the dumbbells stop at like 65.
No, they stop at 130.
Yeah.
Wait, they go higher? Like I've never been able to pick up.
They go past 65. Hey, I was doing my chest workout today, and just grabbed the normal dumbbells that I grab, and then someone was like, "I don't think you grabbed enough," and I was like, and they don't make bigger ones, so you're right, I did not grab enough. He was like, "All the way to the end, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we can accommodate any dumbbell that you need, unless you're just some big, strong son of a bitch.
I do bars. Just the bar.
Just the bar.
Actually, like I've got to get back into it, man. Like I'm bad about like.
Maybe we can get you back into modeling.
Ooh, that'd actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, we can get your picker out and everything.
Mm-hmm. It's worth it. It needs to be shown. It needs to be drawn.
Are you in a book? Do you know? Are you published somewhere?
I might be like the tech one. Like I said, the last year doing it, like they've had some beautiful. Well, one of them was absolutely beautiful, and I wish I could have gotten a good copy of it. Like I was gonna blow it up and put it in my room.
Yeah.
But there's nothing, like a lot of it's just kind of gestures, like quick sketches, things like that. Like I have a bunch of, I think it's at my grandparents' house. I have a whole portfolio of just like shit that people didn't want, and they were like, "Yeah, it's of you. You can have it." But it's mostly all on Snapchat or in my phone.
That's
Like,
cool.
Yeah. After this, I can show you some of the pictures. Like,
No, I'm all right.
no, it doesn't. You don't see wiener. I'm just saying. Like,
So this is a
I always
picture of
try-
my
I always-
dick.
I always
Hey,
preface
man,
that.
I got a lot of love for you, bro.
I always preface that, man, like,
I believe you. Ah, shit,
they're
man.
artistic. Like, they're good.
They are very artistic.
On that note, man, let's start the show.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
It's the JP Lopez Show.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. And we're fucking back. Thank you for tuning in to It's the JP Lopez Show. I got some crazy shit going on already, some shenanigans, and I fucking love it. I'm here for it, man. Man, let's fucking jump right into this shit, dude. So, Ryan, I want to ask you, man, has your character been built by, has someone influenced your character at all?
I'd say everybody.
Really?
Literally everybody. I think about what I've learned. Like, I thought I had a bad shake in life when I was growing up, and then I went to college and got to meet a bunch of different people that were in a different grew up from a different hardship than I did, and I just sat there and listened, man. Like, not everybody has it right, and you can't. If you don't think you're a victim, like, you're not going to be a victim, I guess. Like,
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everything made me who I am, and everybody has a story to tell, and like, I'll let anybody like kind of pull the wool, like kind of lie to me once, but I'll listen and I'll check on them. Like, check your story and check where you're coming from, and you can kind of see where people kind of like put on a front or put on a show, but everybody kind of like shaped me. Like I was telling you earlier, man. Like, you shaped a big, like, not in a gay way. I mean, it could be. But I think about you a lot, man. Like, and especially like, you gave me some sound knowledge before I left out in the world and like left Lubbock, and then, I mean, I didn't do exactly what I needed to do with college, but I learned, and it's like, nowadays I say I'm like, oh, I'm not. It's like I got a degree, or I didn't get a degree, but I got a degree in me. It's kinda like that old. I'm not smart. I'm street smarts, but like, it sounds fake, but like.
Well, I'll paint the picture, bro. So I finished tech, right? And so I finished tech, and I'm part-time at South Plains Electric. So I'm like, hey man, I need a full-time gig. they're like, hey, the warehouse is fucking hiring. So I'm like, well, fuck, I need something. So I go to the warehouse, and you were already there, right? So I'm like, who's this fuck stick, you know? Because, I mean, you're a young-ass kid. I'm like 6 or 7 years older than you. You know what I mean?
I was a big goofy white
But
kid
so,
back then, too. So.
Long story short, I fucking, like, became like, you were my brother. I really, really, really fucking liked your ass and just wanted to help you out any way I could. And outside looking in, it looked like in your mind you had this, like, this is my life. I don't know if that's true, but that's outside looking in, that's how I felt.
Oh,
and
I did?
it was like up to me to tell you, bro, like, dude, you're fucking young. Get the fuck out of here, dude. And I do remember that conversation. I'm like, bro, you need to go to school. Like, I don't know if school's for you, but school's gonna do, like, it's gonna open your mind to, like, this is not just your life. Like, this isn't it. This isn't it, bro.
Well, like my grandfather's like my biggest male role model. Like I do everything like it's for my grandfather, Rodney Harris. Like that man made me who I am and instilled some very amazing values in me. And like one thing he did instill is like you just work. And I didn't go to college, and I was like, if I'm not going to college, you gotta work for your life. You gotta use your body. And so I did, and I put everything I had in that job, and like wanted to be the best I could at that. And I got a chance to. Our family got blessed a little bit, and I was able to get out of that situation. And they were like, well, "You're going to college," and I was going to do South Plains or Tech or anything. And you were the one that's like, "Dude, get out of here, go!" Like, you told me to like go live, and Bubba, I fucking live.
Yes,
like,
you're like, Portales it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, Portales, and like I did get my buddy to like I met a bunch of guys in the fraternity from over there, and like I majored in fraternity pretty much, but dude, like
that's a good degree. You figure something out though.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, like I didn't get a degree, and like I did not like everybody kind of told me I needed to do engineering because that made the most money, and like I went to my engineering classes, I was like, I hate this, like I don't like this at all, and like I did all my my prereqs, and like I did other classes. Like I was doing everything but doing my degree plan.
Either fucking way, it's still better than working in a fucking warehouse.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, dude. And like the best part is I got my girlfriend is from there, and she got a master's degree. So technically, she has like 2 degrees for the both of us.
stay-at-home dad.
Yeah. Like, fuck, dog dad. I ain't becoming a dad.
Fucking stay-at-home dad, man. Fuck yeah.
And like
dude.
I kind of lost track of that speech he gave me, but I almost got trapped. Like I got trapped back into a life. Back
So I
in
missed
Lubbock.
the opportunity. Stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, dude. That's really what I remember the most is I just felt, Ryan, that you were way too young and you thought like that was your life.
Dude, and I went to college and like my
And
buddy
that
was
was
there.
back-breaking work, man.
Yeah,
that job
dude.
sucked.
Oh, bro, I did.
I mean,
did.
we had fun doing it, but
Oh,
that
yeah.
job sucked.
Every job sucks. It's just it's how you take it. Like either way, you're gonna eat this shit sandwich at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's about your attitude towards it, and like I learned that from the warehouse, and like it always sucked, and like but complaining about it, nothing got better, and like I learned a lot of values from that warehouse, like honestly, and like, dude, I can't. That conversation rings through my head true all the time, man. Like, dude, I lived. Like like I said, I didn't get a degree. I wasted a lot of money. Like, but I lived. Dude, I ran for homecoming king. I became a nude model. Like,
Bro, life experiences are priceless, man.
oh yeah, dude. And like, it sounds shitty, but like I don't remember a lot of people tell me stories, and I'm like, I don't remember that. Like I did so much in that 5 years.
That's just
I was
old
at college.
age, bro. That's just old age.
Well, no, 5 years I was at college.
Well,
I did
a lot of
lot.
it you were drunk too.
Oh yeah. Well, I did like that was also the bad thing too. Is I went to college when I was 21.
Yeah.
Like I turned 21 the year I went to college.
That
like,
was your freshman year.
Yeah, my freshman year I turned 21, and I didn't have to
Everybody
live
had
in
to
the
have
dorms.
loved
Shout
you.
out Bo Nix.
Well, no, like I only
Bo
hung
Nix.
around, I hung around 21-year-olds. Like I got to drink in the fraternity
Alan
before my
Bowen.
big bro, the guy that got me in it, and then like the guy, he kind of like he's one of my best friends, Caleb. Like he kind of spoke for me a lot, and because I didn't have my voice, and then he left after my first semester. He got me in there, and he goes, "Well, I got a job in the oil field, so have fun." And I didn't know anybody from Adam. Like I joined the fraternity and like didn't know anybody, and I was like, "Well, I know how to work," and that's what being part of that was about. And I say fraternity and not frat because we were a strong group of guys, and like we talk shit to each other, just kind of like the warehouse. Like,
Yeah.
If you're not doing good, we're gonna talk shit to you, and like you're gonna do right, man. Like that's our hazing. Like we didn't haze either. Like nobody like. I had a big brother. Like
I think that's cool.
yeah, dude, I wouldn't have joined that shit if like we were getting fucking paddled or fucking like beat up like verbally. Yeah, but we needed it. We're all a bunch of fucking young kids, and especially at Eastern New Mexico, like. You got everybody. It was kind of throwaway school because if you graduated from high school from New Mexico, you got $2,500 a semester, and if your parents got financial, or if you got financial aid, like Eastern was priced just enough to where, and they always tried to stay priced enough to where you could go there. And like there was kids that came in because they told that they had the free ride, and they'd fuck it up after like there'd be 2,000 or 3,000 new students every year because it was a bunch of. It was like, yeah, you're going to college, you have the ride, and then everybody kind of fuck up and hang out and party and do stuff. And
What's I've always wondered this, like, what's the attraction to a college town that's got jack shit?
that's what I'm saying. Like your financial aid, like all these kids got financial aid. Like,
But what draws you to that?
It's a free ride.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you can
anybody,
just go to
like
school for free.
any kid in New Mexico, if you graduated high school and your parents got financial aid, those two, that scholarship and financial aid.
No,
would
I mean
cover,
you out of state.
Oh,
like,
me, my buddy.
That's what I mean.
Well,
like,
that, and I got in-state tuition from there because
Okay.
they have what's called the 115-mile waiver, and if you're 115 miles on the border.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I got in-state tuition, and I lost financial aid after my third semester. Not from, well, I fucked up, but also from my mom. Like she barely like made, I think $400 or $500 too much that year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because she got a promotion. And
Fucking
I
overtime,
lost it.
mom.
Yeah, I lost it.
You had to
lost
work
it.
overtime, mom.
Yeah.
Fuck. Cisco, you were in state but still out of town. Did you have to stay in the dorms or no?
No, I didn't have to, but I chose to because that's what my dad wanted me to do.
But I thought like you don't have to. Oh, okay. If
No.
you're in state, you don't have to.
No, you don't
Okay.
have to. I could have got my own apartment, but I wanted to live the college life.
There you go.
And I did.
I got her pregnant.
Yeah, she got pregnant.
Did you graduate?
I did graduate.
Okay.
I
Even more
graduated.
props to you than on that, man.
And
Like,
she's-
at least you graduated.
And she's 15 years old now.
And
Oh, the daughter. The daughter.
Yeah, so Cisco, your character built by someone?
Oh, for sure, man. Mine had to be my kids, man. My daughter probably had the most to shape me. I was a fuck up. Like the family I grew up with, like it was just a bad way that I was going. The neighborhood I grew up in, like I came to Lubbock just to get away from everything that was going on. And my plan was go to college and get my 4-year degree and come right back and do the same hood rat shit that I was doing.
Oh, wow.
But with the degree now,
Yeah.
now I got money to do hood rat shit. And
That's the Houston lifestyle, though.
Yeah.
Or
Lit-
not lifestyle, mentality.
Yeah,
literally,
it's
it's
all
just
hood
go
rat.
back. Now you can do hood rat shit, but now I got money. Now
Yeah.
I don't have to do what I used to do to get the money.
Y'all are baby Atlanta.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you can get 24s on that cutlass.
With them elbows swinging. Them elbows swinging.
yeah, but for sure, my daughter, man. Once I found out she was pregnant, my dad gave me the boot, and he was like, "Oh, you're a man now. You decided you're gonna have a kid. You decided to have sex before marriage and have a kid and blah 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 blah." Gave me the boot and
Oh, because y'all were devoted Catholics,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and it was like, oh
Like-
well, now
Like that was like bad news, bro.
yeah.
For real.
So it was like now since you decided to be a man, go be one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I never had a job. Like my dad was like the stereotypical Mexican that, well, he wasn't Mexican, but stereotypical Hispanic that, like, you didn't work.
Latinx.
Yeah,
stereotypical
you didn't
Latinx.
work. He took care of everything, and that's how I grew up. Is my dad took care of everything. I never had to go to work. Went to college. He paid for it. My whole first year, he paid for it himself.
And you still shit the bed, asshole?
Oh, dude. Like he was saying, where he shit the bed in 3 semesters. I did it my first semester.
Oh, bro.
Like my very first semester. My first semester was a 0.25 GPA. The only thing I passed was my lab, and that's because
Just had to show
I
up.
just had to show up.
He was
And I got an
voting. He
A.
was voting the TA.
But yeah, my daughter, man, like if my daughter wouldn't have been born, like, God knows where I'd be right now.
Yeah.
I'd be back in Houston for sure, doing God knows what, in prison. Fuck, dead probably.
So, I want you to tell the story about his daughter when you caught them throwing rocks.
I actually made a joke about that, like last
like
week.
add a backstory to Cisco's character.
So we're at the house, and there's a whole bunch of like miscellaneous shit,
Just
like
rubbish.
yeah, like leftover shit from construction, bricks and cinder blocks and whatever. So I can hear little kids talking. So I start walking down the street, and I come around and I look over the fence, and I'm looking at them kids at the time. I think his daughter was probably 6 years old, 7, somewhere around there. My nephew, 10. And I'm just watching them do the dumbest fucking shit that you could possibly do. Like, why are they in a construction zone to begin with, right? And now it's in my parents' backyard, but it's gated off. And so I'm just watching them, and they're throwing shit. They climbed all the way to the top of the cinder block, about as tall as this fucking shit right
Yeah, I
here.
had them stacked high.
Yeah, it was stacked, right? It was the whole stacked, and they're not mortared together. They're just stacked, right? Like to be used later.
Like still on the pallet.
Yeah. And so I'm watching there, and my nephew finally sees me after like 3 minutes of me staring at them. I'm just watching them so they don't fucking when something happens to them, I'll be there to save the day, right? Oh, yeah. But at this particular time, yeah, everything was dangerous or whatever. I mean, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so I let it ride. But I know 100% they don't need to be back there. And then my nephew, he looks at me, he's like, whatever he had in his hand, he just dropped it. And then there was another kid, he stops whatever he's doing, and then his daughter she's the fucking ringleader of this entire operation, right? And then finally, after several minutes, after every single kid stopped whatever they're doing, she recognizes it. She turns around and she sees me looking over the fence. She goes, "What? We're not even gonna kill ourselves back here." I was like, "Yes, you are gonna kill yourself back here. That's why I'm right here."
She's all mad, like, "Motherfucker, get out of here! You're killing our fun.
Yeah, you're ruining our fun."
Everything that they were doing was gonna kill themselves.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Get y'all's asses back at what are y'all even doing back here?" And she rolls her eyes and she just
Ryan, this little girl, you have to love her. You have to love her to appreciate her. Because if you don't love her, you'd be like, "This fucking little girl."
Well, that's how I'm around a lot of kids. Like, but shit, I'm around that around my dog. But no, I'm more surprised that like all I hear is people talking about their kids staying inside and everything. At least y'all's are out, like yours are outside playing around, fucking around. Like,
keep them inside.
like, yeah. Well, you know what you did back in the day. You know what you did back in the day. I know what I did back in the day.
She was doing 90s bullshit in the back fucking yard.
That's a shit. Like, but like, and if somebody fucks up, like they fuck up. But like, as long as they're not throwing shit at cars and like being like
I don't know.
destructive, like
I really don't know what's in store in the future for Cisco. But if Cisco stays in Lubbock, I'm just so happy that we got a little boy to fucking mold into, like, be his uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's the only one, bro.
Yeah, literally.
He's the only fucking one.
Literally.
Like, everyone else had daughters, and like, I'm so like, I can't wait to just mold that little fucker into.
Yeah, I know. And he's a boy, bro.
Yeah, I know,
He's
and
a
that's what I'm so
boy.
happy
like, plays
for.
with dirt.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't care about jumping from one place to another. If he gets hurt, he just looks at you like, "Should I cry?" And I was like, "Nah, you're not crying." He's like, "All right,
We don't cry.
Dude, as long as you laugh, like that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like if you laugh, they start laughing. They think it's funny. Like it's whenever everybody goes, "Oh no!"
But
like,
you say he's a boy, but he loves sports, and that's all us, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One fucking trip without mom, with us.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, he'd be like, you know what, mom's not really that
When
cool.
he's like 8 or 9, yeah. One trip without mom, oh dude.
Oh, to a football
Yo,
game or to the
not even-
Texas Rangers.
Not even
or-
that, like just let's go fucking ride 4-wheeler somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
that 8 or 9,
Yeah.
like 8 or 9's like the perfect time to get that first beer. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
I like y'all kept saying.
Fist bump.
I was about to say y'all kept
I
saying
always
uncle.
said Mexican kids, they're about drinking age is about 9 or 10.
Well, that's like my grandfather. Like, as long as you put in a hard day's work, like you get a beer. After.
Here you go, kid. Here you go, kid.
I'll tell you a joke that Raymond Horta, you know him? Pinche Prende la Vela Cowboys. Did you remember that joke when he said, "Hey, Grandpa, can I have a beer?"
No.
And
I
he
didn't.
said, he's a little kid. And he's like, hey, they go fishing together. And so they're on a fishing trip. And he's like, hey, Grandpa, can I have one of your beers? He's like, hey, does your fucking dick touch your asshole? He's like, no. So then he's like 2 years later, he's like, hey, Grandpa, can I have one of your beers? He's like, hey, does your dick touch your asshole? He's like, no. So he says he's finally like 15 years old. He's like, man, my dick touches my asshole. I can fucking drink one of Grandpa's beers. They go fishing. He's like, can I have one of your beers, Grandpa? He's like, your dick touch your asshole? He's like, yep. He goes, well, you can go fuck yourself because you're not drinking one of my beers.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Cisco, I love that. I fucking love that, man, for real. Serenity is, I don't know if you wanted to put her name. I'll block the name if you want me to
No, you're
block
good.
it.
You're good.
She's awesome, man. I love her. But what I always will remember about her is us partying millions of times, 4 or 5 in the morning, and no babysitter. You're like, bring her with us, and she's on the couch, passed the fuck out at like 4 or 5, and we're still fucking partying it up. Like,
Till this day, she's still doing that. Man. She's 14 now. She's still trying to party 2 o'clock. I'm like, girl, go to sleep.
You're right. I should be asleep.
yeah, man. Like, we're all fucking having a great ass time, and Serenity's a little girl passed out on the couch. You're like,
for
oh
sure.
shit, like she can sleep through anything. Oh, fucking Eric, you got your character molded by somebody?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you this, Bill, because I've known you my entire life, and I'm curious to know this.
The irony on my character building is from Francisco's father-in-law, my uncle, because that motherfucker would roast the living shit out of you if you needed it or not, and you can only get roasted so many times to like the point where you're like, okay, I better start acting differently, right? And I don't know how many times he called me gay and the F word. But
That rhymes with maggot.
but like he was my very first boss that I had, and man, y'all talked about y'all were working real hard and y'all got minimum wage. My minimum wage was $5.15 an hour, and y'all were working real hard, and I was actually working harder than y'all.
Hey, you don't know that way.
Allegedly.
You weren't there.
You know, modeling was good times for me back in the day. Like I went worse after modeling. That's the problem.
And I'm not discounting anything, but I was outside in the summer
Concrete.
on concrete, not doing concrete, asphalt.
Okay, sorry.
You know what I was doing? I was weed eating the weeds off of the asphalt.
No, you know what? He was to answer that question,
sorry.
Ryan. To answer that question, Ryan, he was a city farmer, basically doing farm work in the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was at the fairgrounds. So my uncle Francisco's father-in-law was a supervisor of the fairgrounds. So he lived at the fairgrounds, plus was a supervisor. And my dad told me on Monday, hey, you're gonna go work with your uncle. I was like, go work where? He goes, at the fair. I said, there's no fair. He goes, there's a lot of shit that needs to be done out there. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be fucking doing out here. When then I realized, he goes, all right, today you're fucking weed eating the fairway, the midway. That's where all the rides and everything's at. I was a painter. I was a weed eater. I cut the grass, cleaned the buildings. hauled hay, picked up cow shit. I fucking drove a tractor before I had a driver's license, you know, whatever the fuck. But I look back and I was like, that everything that I think that I know or that I'm doing is because I learned it when I was 15, 16, 17 years old. We made all of our own money all fucking summer long, 3 months, and you end up with like $1,015 or whatever, and you fucking thought you're fucking banked.
Balling.
Isn't that wild? Like wild for me and you, because I think we're the same generation, same era, but it's wild to have life lessons in like middle school ages. You're not supposed to be having life lessons that young, but we did because, fuck, bro, like.
I still take it back. Like when I was a kid, like literally junior high, early sophomore, junior in high school, I'm already a grown ass man, and I'm not telling you that because look, he's impressive. He was grown ass. No, like we were grown ass men, and we had to go do shit, and there was no like feel bad for me. It actually created where I'm actually better than you because I can outwork you.
Yeah.
and there's nothing behind that. You cannot outdo me. You can be more talented, you can have more money, you can have whatever you want, but you cannot outwork me.
You know what's so fucking hilarious to me? Like, I can't tell you, like, it's so funny. I come from, an upbringing where you had to work, so like you said, Ryan, you got to work. But I knew I was better than just work. So I come from like piss poor fucking entry level jobs, coming up in my younger age. And it's just like, hey, you can't fucking drive this forklift. You're not forklift certified or whatever. and I hear so I'm like, okay, I'm not forklift certified. And then I become friends with Eric and we fucking hang out every day. And he's like, yeah, when I was a kid, my uncle would tell me, hey, go get on that forklift. I was like fucking 12. And I was like, hey, you're not forklift certified.
I'm honestly still mad at that fucking warehouse because people make memes about, oh yeah, baby, I'm forklift certified. We never got fucking certified, and that pisses me off to this day that I don't have that license. Like, yeah, I'm first.
Yeah, and this motherfucker's driving a forklift at 12 years old. Like,
bro, I fucking drove a forklift. Hey, it wasn't 12; it was more like 16 or 17. But and this is how I was taught. They're like, this does this and this does that. And this will scoop it. The first fucking times I'm all fucking scraping the shit out of But before you know it, by the end of that fucking first day of fucking driving the forklift, I'm all fucking badass and shit, stacking that motherfucker.
Bro, I wish I still had a little bit of that confidence I had like back when I was like 19 or 20. Like, yeah, I can fucking do anything. It's like, I did not know how to do anything. Like, I'm a lot better than I am now. Like, but I had that confidence, man, and like that's where my family, like my grandfather instilled that for me. Like the greatest, like I remember when he got his house. Like he bought his house when I was 4 years old, and that was his pride. Like that was the biggest thing they had in their life. It's still probably the only thing that they have to show for their lives, except for us. And I mean, fuck, that's not something you show off. But
yeah, so I think one thing that resonates, like that brings me close to you, because we talked a lot. We fucking had 12 hours to talk to each other all fucking day and hard ass work and fucking 110 degree fucking heat.
We still listen to FMX.
So that being said, like the love that you had for your grandpa, like off the rip, you fucking let that be known, is the same type of love I had for my grandpa. And I think that brought me close to you. But I swear to you, my grandpa, like, dude, he showed me how to love a woman. He showed me like a bunch of shit, like a strong work ethic. I mean, not only him, but my dad did that. But my grandpa was a big fucking. I wouldn't say like he was a model for what my life should be, because he didn't do no wrong. In my eyes, he didn't do no wrong. But my character is brought upon his sons, which is my mom's brothers. So my uncles, bro, like at a young age, they fucking were like my babysitters. They fucking took me in, and they molded me into the motherfucker that I am now. At a young age, I'm talking like, I don't know, maybe first or second grade, showing me my first porn. Like they were older brothers. They were not uncles to me. They were older brothers for me, and everything that's funny that I've like, I'm sure that made a fucking memory for a funny memory with me. It all comes from my fucking uncles because they were fucking jokesters. Dude, I was a kid. I was like not even in school, and they were writing like H and I on each ass cheek. And they were like, hey, go show grandma. And my grandma had company. She had her comadres there. And they're like, hey, go show grandma your ass. And I'm like, well, fuck, my tios fucking said it's cool. I'm gonna go out there, and I'd fucking go into the living room like, hey, grandma, and I'd flash her, and she's like, huerco cabrón. She'd be so mad that my uncles, she already knew, like, hey, these motherfuckers. So I'm like, like I said, again, I'm not even in school. I'm that young. And I'm sitting in the middle of the truck, because back then, you know, it was just a one-seater, one-row fucking truck.
Oh,
I have a
at least you had
tuxedo.
that,
I have a tuxedo on. I'm going to a wedding. I'm a ring boy, right? And I'm like, grandma, I'm messing with my fucking tie, and my grandma's like, hey, quit fucking with it. Quit fucking with it. And I'm like, grandma, it's fucking hot in here, grandma. And I'm not even in school, and my grandma's like, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, hey, didn't get on to you. Like, don't say that. She just knew, like, goddamn, my sons are poisoning this motherfucker. Like,
I wouldn't call it poison. It was influence.
Yeah, dude. And I didn't have a dad myself. Like, and that's why I probably got naked for money. But but I had my uncle, and my uncle
Welcome to your therapy session.
Yeah, no, dude, this is a lot of therapy. I've been trying to figure out what to say, but no, my uncle did a lot of things, and like what sucks is that growing up and like seeing what my family did, and like remembering where I was at that age, that my stepdaughter would have been at that time, or like where I am right now, and like my mom was that age, and like I can only imagine having fucking 2 kids to take care of. Like my grandparents did so much for my life, and they let my mom and my uncle.
Yeah.
They took the credit. Like all these vacations that I got to go on. They let my uncle and my mom take care of everything, and like made it seem like my mom, like we had a good life. And like,
oh, for sure.
Like
yeah.
I've never wanted to let that man down. And,
no, and I get that. Like,
and like my brother was already messing up at that time, and like I didn't know where my little sister's gonna be. She's gonna be better than all of us. She's third year in college, gonna be a vet, like on the track to be a veterinarian.
But that's what you would want for her.
Yeah, no, it's what like you want better for than what you had, and like all I have is my like everything my grandfather instilled in me, and like I want to make him proud, and like I want to leave a legacy for him. Like
yeah, for sure.
I am his legacy. I always like thought that back in the day, like his house is the only thing he has to show, and like. Nothing against my mom and my uncle, like they're amazing people, and they help raise me and everything like that, but it got passed on to this generation, and like my brother's in jail, so like he's definitely out of the picture, so it's like the weight fell on me, and like the weight fell on me because they always tried to say like, hey, you need to have kids to pass on the name. Like my brother had a girl, like I don't want kids, like the name dies with me, but technically it shouldn't have been my name to pass on because kid without a dad. And that's why also I wanted to shake your hand for that. Like you raised your child and you stayed there for like. It's stupid that that's the bare minimum, but like it deserves a handshake because it's not like thought of these days. But I just want to make that man happy.
I'm
like,
happy. I'm proud of you that you said that though, because it always stung my heart to hear my friends that had kids say, "I gotta babysit my kids this weekend." I'm like, it's not called babysitting, fucker. Like, it's called being a dad. You gotta watch your kids.
Or have cool enough kids that you can like have parties at and people be around. Like, just don't be that one that like there's. Hey, the kids keep fucking coming in the garage, man. Like we're trying to play darts, and drink, and watch football. Like, they're not cool enough to hang out yet.
But yeah, my character is number one. My dad brought my work ethic into my whole life. That's said and done. But my dad and my grandpa were on the pedestals. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But my uncles, from an early age, like it's Monday in school, and I can't wait for Friday to go to Shallow Water because I knew my uncles were gonna show me fun, and I just wanted to have fun. And then fast forward to like 4th, 5th grade, and I know I'm gonna get an ass whooping for this joke, or I'm gonna get an ass whooping for this, whatever the fuck I'm about to do. But I just know it's gonna make the class laugh. But that's how my uncles were. You know what I mean? Like they molded my character like a motherfucker, bro. For real.
See, my brother kind of did the same, but like in a bad way. Like my brother was always getting in trouble, and so I just wanted to be the good kid that kept quiet and like did what he was told. And like I tried to do right, and like with college, like I had no supervision, and it was finally time for me to be free. And like I got, like I said, like I keep saying, like it sounds dumb, but I got a degree in me. Like I found out me, and like I'm more talkative, I'm more out there. I'm not this fat, shy, quiet kid that I was in high school. Like if you met me in high school, like you don't even know me. Like I'm a completely different fucking person.
That's
and I'm so proud of that. Like that my grandfather gave me the chance to get out of this town and like
that's probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. I got a degree in me.
Yeah,
for real.
Dude. And like I said, it sounds dumb as fuck to say. Like I failed out of college. Like I've got student loans that I pay for. Like I'm in debt. My girlfriend has like she did the right thing, and I don't want to get married to her, so she doesn't have that debt with her and like my credit score and everything like that. But I'm leaps and bounds better than I was 12 years ago. I'm better than I was 5 years ago. Shit, I'm better than I was three months ago. Like,
wow.
I thought my trivia shit was on point. Like when I first started, like I had this, and like I was still getting stressed out. Nowadays, I go in, and as long as I do my research, and like since I make my own questions, like dude, I'm so proud of this show I put out, and that's what it is. Like I didn't do Wednesday because I'm not depressed, but I just wasn't feeling it, and I was like, I gotta cancel tonight. I put on a show, entertainment, like make fun of me, call me out, like give me like. Talk to me, have fun, like interact. Like if you're yelling shit out, if you're not yelling things out at me, like you're doing it wrong. Like I want people to get involved. I want people to have fun. And
you want fun.
I want fun, and dude, like, and it took me a long time to realize this, but I finally got a little bit of ego to my stuff because I always try to be humble, because if you're not humble, you're not anything. Like you need to know where you came from. But the least humble thing I will ever say nowadays is like, if you come out to one of my trivias, you won't leave without a smile on your face.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
fuck yeah.
And I'm so fucking proud of what I've like become and what I've done.
And the image of that duck.
Overwhelmingly average, but like I'm white. Sorry, guys.
That restroom dick.
Yeah. Well, I put on a little bit of weight, so it's kind of starting to disappear. And I'm like, well, I can't perform like I used to.
But Cisco, I'll ask you this, bro. If you had a fucking time machine, where would you fucking go?
Man, that was one that I wanted to read the room. Anytime I come on the show,
you always go too deep.
I'm never good. I don't read the room.
I would say World War II.
Let me see how crazy Hitler actually was.
But I'm glad you asked me first, because fuck the room. I'm starting it. So it's gonna start with me.
Hell yeah.
Right.
So what I decided is I have two. I couldn't really decide on one, but one is I would go back into before I got on this credit card debt, man. We were so like whenever I first started college, credit cards was just swipe. It
was a way of life.
Yeah, this is what I used to survive for the most part. And I'm talking about, this is when I started college. This was 15 years ago. I'm still paying for all that debt right now.
Yeah.
And I would go back and just kind of tell myself like, hey, like you got to find another fucking way. Like it's shitty to say, but I use that as an excuse just to swipe. Oh, we need food today. Let me swipe. And that kind of, I don't want to say prevented me from hustling, but it gave me like a crutch to where I didn't have to work as hard, because here's a little piece of plastic that, boom, I no longer have to work hard, and I use that as a crutch. Now I don't do no credit cards, and I see my hustle now is just exploded. I can only imagine what I would have become or done if I would have done that from the beginning.
Yeah, but you got to chalk that up to a life lesson, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be you without that kind of a
Yeah.
situation,
Right,
like
exactly.
to start off with, and like kind of a mind frame.
But I get exactly what you're saying, because I came out of high school and got credit card, dude. Like South Plains College, fucking
Yeah.
every fucking day in campus was a new credit card. Hey, and it was like a little table. Hey, come sign up for this shit. I'm not joking, bro. I probably had like 10 fucking credit cards before I was like 20 years old.
That was me.
And then like
All maxed out.
I'm working to just pay the debt because I didn't know how to fucking manage my credit. My mom was on my ass every fucking time. Pay your bills, don't fuck up your credit, don't fuck up your credit. But then I'm like, God dang, I got $20 from my whole fucking paycheck after bills. So I get what you're saying, bro. I definitely do.
Yeah, for the longest.
But had I not known that at an
Right.
early age, I'd have fucked that up at a way later
age,
time
yeah.
in my life.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Because if I wouldn't have never started, then I would have started late, and I can't
Yeah.
imagine being in that kind of debt right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably would have struggled, but yeah, what I used to pay was almost what people are paying for a mortgage now. Is what my credit card debt was. I
Yeah.
was paying $1,500 a month just on credit card debt, and thankfully now we've gotten smarter. I've gotten older. I've gotten wiser to where I know.
You got Nerd Wallet.
Yeah, how to
They sponsor,
kind of-
don't mention it, they're not sponsored.
yeah, I know how to finesse the credit system.
Yeah.
That we were able to figure it out to where now we're a lot better. I still have credit card debt, but now I know how to work it to build credit
Yeah.
instead of increase your credit.
That's one thing that my pops showed me at an early age was money. And I just fucking told you that I fucked off my credit. I mean, I didn't fuck off my credit, but I fucking maxed out every card that I ever got at 19 years old. But that being said, at an early age, my pop showed me what credit is, and or not what credit is, what money is. And so at me now, I mean, I'm so happy my pop showed me money, because he always like would get pissed because I'd have like $50 worth of allowance, and he'd drop me off at the mall, and I'd come back all gone, and he would get so pissed off at me like, you spend all your allowance on bullshit? And I'm like, it's not bullshit. I got Nike socks, I got Jordan whatever, Jordan shorts or something. And he's like, just because you have it don't mean you gotta fucking spend it. And I'm like,
Right.
motherfucker, that's my money. I'm like 10 years old, like not understanding his fucking logic. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I just worked my ass off for this fucking money. And then coming to a young adult, I was like, oh shit, like all that young shit makes sense now. Like, just
Right.
because I have it doesn't mean I need to fucking spend it, for real.
Well, at least you had somebody to teach you money, because the way I grew up, my entire family, I'm not saying that I'm better now, but the paycheck was what they used to survive. So it was everything that they worked for was always gone. It was paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. Nobody teaches you how to build like wealth for later, or how to save.
Yeah.
Nobody ever saves in our family. So that's one thing that I wish we would have gotten at an earlier age. And that's something that I'm kind of teaching my kids now, is how to save. Because my daughter is the same way. You know my daughter. I give her she just went to the mall yesterday, and we gave her $50. She did the same thing you did, and then she went to main event, gave her another 50. She spent it all again. So
yeah, dude.
She knows how to spend money, but having somebody to teach you how to build wealth instead of just living for the next paycheck, that's what we all need to be able to do.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful for my pops that did that, because fuck, dude, who knows where the fuck I would be, because I never understood why he was so mad at me for spending all my allowance. I just never grasped, like, I'm like, dude, I worked hard for this. I could spend it how I want it. And he's like, just because you have it doesn't mean you need to spend it. And I'm like, yes, it does. Like, I fucking wanted all this shit, and I saved and I got it. And then I turned into an adult, and I'm like, oh, fuck, like, just because I have it doesn't mean I need to go buy it. Like,
For real.
yeah.
Right.
So, fuck yeah, bro. That's fucking badass, dude. Fuck. For real.
And it's kind of like a little bit of the like Zuckerberg thing. Like, dude, what, like with socks and things like that? Like, why do you need to spend your money on shit that people aren't gonna see? Like, nobody's gonna see what socks I'm wearing right now.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Like, nobody's like, I started buying underwear from Ross because like they got good underwear, and it's funny as hell. And like the girl that does get to see them, like see my panties, like get to see some good shit. But,
Yeah.
like they're $3 or $4 a pair. I'm like, what? Why the fuck am I gonna spend?
Shout out
anything
32
more?
degrees, bro.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
I think I might be wearing a
socks and underwear from 32 degrees, they're like a fucking 20 pack for $12.
Dude,
Yeah.
whenever Costco came and I got a Costco membership, when like I finally got to wear Puma.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm wearing Puma right now, but it's cheap Puma. Like, it's cheap Puma, but I love it.
That's
Like,
what I wear too.
I remember like fucking like whenever, especially when Champion blew up and became like the
And
the
it used
known
to be a
brand.
Walmart fucking
Yeah, that's
brand.
a Walmart brand, like and one and fucking Champion, and like I had Rydell's like because my grandparents bought my shoes. Like I didn't want to buy the most expensive pair. I'm gonna grow out of them. Like I'm gonna be tough on them. Like
You
they're
had
fucking shoes.
Rydell's, I had McGregor's.
I remember like some motherfucker. I can't remember who it was, but they had the R's on the back of them. Like those Rydell's, like $20 pair of Rydell's. They're like, oh shit, that's Rough Rider. You need to watch out for him. I'm like, what the fuck? And then
No, that's Rhino.
Yeah, man. That's Rhino. It's Rhino now.
And it will
like,
fuck you up.
Rhino.
If you had a time machine, where the fuck would you go?
Oh man. So I thought about saving the world,
Oh shit! Oh shit!
but I didn't. I was watching
I knew it was going this way with his ass. I knew it.
I was watching a show with Alex, and it was a new show, and I cannot remember the fucking name of it, but it was a modern show that probably came out in the last couple of years or whatever, but it took place in Italy in the late 50s. Italy. So I'm watching this shit, right? There's no escalators and no elevators. It's right on the coast or whatever. And the entire show doesn't entice you to want to be there. But I want to be there in 1958, like how it was, dude. It was so old school, like how it was. And I looked around and I looked at Alex. I was like, wouldn't it be badass to be there right now?
Oh shit!
And she was like, no.
No.
No, of course not. That would be badass. I was like, no, like it's so primitive. Like it's before the world changed and started becoming what it is now. It's right at the point where it is what it is. The walls that we see right now, that's how the walls were, and you climb up these stairs and you go up into a loft, and you can hear the ocean just crashing or whatever. That's where I want to be at right now.
That'd be badass,
Bro. No cell phones, no nothing. You have to write a fucking letter in a
What year you said?
Like 1958.
What's Vatican look like in that time? Do you know?
Probably the same.
Probably the same.
It's
There's
probably
still
the same.
one little boy in the
It
background
has
going like,
to be
it's
more
so
cherished.
great.
It has to be more cherished back then. In that time.
Well, they
Fucking
never.
Ryan.
They,
Fucking Ryan. No, we all caught that. We all caught that.
So what I was witnessing with my eyes, they never went to Rome. They were going. They were going to other places in
Hi, I'm Ryan. Friends call me Rhino. Nice to meet you, Cisco.
I'm sorry.
And that's Ryan, guys.
Rhino.
This is pre
Pre-diddly. Pre-child diddly.
Juan Pablo, the third or the
I'm
second.
just saying, Italy, like
No,
Catholic Church,
but
gotta
I
work
asked that
out.
question because I don't know, but I figured
Yes.
I just asked if you might know. But that's probably one of our bucket lists, and it sucks for my wife that I would love to experience that as a group,
Yes.
but the wife is a bucket list for Italy.
No, I want to go to Italy, and I want to be there for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I want to go to things like different little towns. Of course, you had to go to Rome, but there's other shit that needs to be seen. And if I can get
So you don't want a vacation, you want a holiday. You want to go on holiday.
we're here on a holiday.
hey, if you're trying to go to like all the
Like,
little
go to
things,
the
it
small
might be
towns
just a
that-
research trip at that point. Like,
Yeah.
And I get it's
Exactly,
romantic.
exactly.
Like I get it's romantic, and I'm not shitting on my wife because I'm all for it. But I would much more enjoy it, and not cutting out the romantic part with me and my wife. But I would much more enjoy that as a group.
Yes.
Yeah.
There can be other perspective. Like, let's just imagine that you have a thing that you want to do, and none of us thought about it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, fucking JP wants to go see the coast. It's a whole entire blah 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 whatever, and we go enjoy something that we didn't even think about. But then at the same time, I was like, hey, I've always wanted to go do this, and you're like, what the fuck? For real, we can make our own fresh pasta over here in the countryside, whatever it is. So, no, you're right. We probably need to be all together because you and Raquel, me and Alex, we can have a good time, but we're gonna not put our minds together, and we might miss some stuff that we should have done.
Yeah, had we not brainstormed it. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking badass, bro. I love asking these questions to get fucking different deep sides of all the men in my fucking circle.
And I thought to myself, I was like, I should be saving the world right now, but I want to be selfish.
No, fuck. Dude, we gotta be selfish. You know what I mean?
I want to be. I want to just leisure.
Yeah.
Like, and that brings me like
our everyday lives are living for someone else,
Dude.
and we gotta be selfish sometimes, bro. For real.
You ask a question. What is your best day? And that Italy scenario is my best day too. What's better than just being at the ocean? What's better than eating delicious food and then just having some drinks
with the friends?
With friends,
Boys.
your chick, all of it. And it doesn't matter if it's in Italy, it doesn't matter if it's in Mexico, doesn't matter if it's in freaking South Padre Island.
Lubbock, Texas.
For sure.
If you have water and you have delicious food and you have drink and the person that you want to be with,
that's a perfect formula for a great
there's
time.
There's nothing better.
Buffalo Lake next weekend?
Fuck yeah. Don't drink the water, bitch. Ryan, what's your fucking time machine?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of like, you can't go and talk to yourself. You can't do anything to change it because if you change anything, then it would change the...
Yeah, you change it.
Sorry, I'm a big old nerd.
No,
on
I
that,
get
but,
it.
like, I'm a big old nerd when it comes to
the butterfly effect.
We never noticed.
Well, it depends. Yeah, ask trivia questions. Like, it's not all nerdy shit, but it's a little bit nerdy shit. But you can't go talk to your past self. Like, you can't change anything because it wouldn't make you the person you are today. Like, you can't change that at all because it'd be different. Honestly, like, it might be a little bit too deep. Dude, I'd go back to, like, Jesus times. Like, Jesus, like, I just want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that'd be verified proof. Like I'm not, like, I believe what you want to believe. Like, I'm a minister myself. Like, believe what you want to believe. Like, if you believe in science, like, the theory of evolution, it's a theory. Like, all of this is a theory. Nobody knows what happens. Just be kind and cool to everybody. But I just kind of want to see for my own, like...
Yeah, I don't
Well, let
believe
me see.
Jesus is a theory, though. I don't, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I mean his miracles and everything like that.
believe me,
like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's,
I know.
I'm
Like,
totally
I'm not,
agreeing
I'm
with
not
you.
against God
Yeah.
or anything. I hate what people do in the name of God.
No,
but,
I
like,
totally agree with you.
Everybody needs something to believe in.
Yeah.
And like everybody, like, and especially like what I've like being in the fraternity and like, sorry to keep bringing that up, but like, and especially, but being at the Elks Lodge, being at Billiards Plus, where it's kind of like a group of people that come together. Like, all people need a group that they can come to. And I love that, like, Jesus and there's a good in the background, like there's a good meaning behind all that. It's just, it's gotten tainted so much between so many people and like different churches and what different people believe in. Like, I just kind of want to see the truth myself. Like, I'm a truther. Like, I just want to see it.
Yeah.
And, look, I'm not denying that he was around or anything, but I just kind of want to see if he was like a real person. Like see what he did and like see if it would verify for me and like this is something I need to believe in, or if not, then I need to change my ways. Like,
Yeah, it's something you definitely need to change your ways
yeah.
for.
Oh, yeah.
So what part would you want to see?
Well, just him growing up, or him like doing some of the miracles, or maybe see Moses do like part the Red Sea. Like, I'd want to see that. Like, I want to see these amazing things that are in our scripture and like everything we talk about. And,
Yeah.
like, what people base their life around. Like, I'm not saying that the message is wrong. I'm just saying like people spoil things.
You
People
have
spoke-
you have the time machine. You have the opportunity.
To
Why
see
not
it.
go see
why
that?
not go see
Why
it?
not
Like,
go see that?
Everybody says like, oh yeah, go kill baby Hitler. Like, well, no, that would change fucking course of history. Like,
Then he wouldn't be man of the
unfortunately,
year.
yeah, it would suck. Like, well, no, it would suck. Like maybe we, like you do
I'd
that.
rather
Like,
go to
what-
Italy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Go to
After
Italy.
all of that shit.
Dude, and like Italy, like I look at Italy, like 1958 Italy. Like I want to go to Italy myself because like that'd be cool. Like I've barely even gone outside Texas.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Hey, you have to go outside of Texas.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been up to Washington and I lived in Mexico for a little bit, like eastern Mexico. It's pretty much West Texas.
That was
but,
Texas.
Yeah. And then I got to go to Florida, but like
That's West Texas.
yeah,
It was West Texas with New Mexicans.
with the time change, like yeah, but like I just want to see kind of like these ancient texts, like I just kind of want to see that, or maybe see like the go around Plato's time, like well not Plato's time, but before Plato's time, like see if there's
I can't
an
argue
actual
that.
Atlantis.
That's
Like that'd
yeah.
be cool, but like
Yeah.
you've got like, but my aspect has always been like I can't go back and visit myself, and like if I do anything to myself, like I wouldn't be the man I am today. And,
Yeah.
like, but I just want to be on a viewer aspect, like a viewer's aspect, and like see what the miracles were. And,
So,
like, see what anything like religious based and like our oldest text, see what that actually like.
I agree with you. I totally
Yeah.
agree with you. I thought when I asked this question, I thought the same thing. Like I don't want to change my future,
Yeah.
but
And I didn't want to make it religious, but I kind of just want to see like.
No.
Like, you know, like, and like the religion's like the bigger point, but like I said, maybe if there was a time where I could like see if Atlantis was real, and, like see if it fell, like see some of the like crazy things that happened.
that'd be cool, man.
Like
that'd
maybe
real.
see the Tower
Like
of
you
Babel.
have
like,
the opportunity to do it. Let's do it.
yeah,
Let's
see
do
if
it.
the Library of Alexandria, like if I'm able to walk through that, like see the Tower of Babel, like if it was an actual thing, like to me, like everything is whisper game.
Yeah.
Like, and that's kind of how, like I'm not, I'm religious. I believe in, like, there's some, like, we're not here for not for no reason. Like,
No, for sure.
yeah. I'm a minister, man, like, Universal Life Church. But, like, there's a higher power, and, like, I just believe in a grandmaster universe and just not, like, a specific God, because my biggest thing growing up is, like, who's wrong?
Ryan, can I tell you something, man?
What's up, man?
I really believe that this podcast is God's work for me. Because I've never once ever asked anyone any subject or topic about God. And every episode, probably like 95% of my episodes, we at least talk about and acknowledge God and Jesus
Dude,
in
and
every episode.
and I acknowledge it too, man. Like I'm not trying to be like a denier or anything. I want to see myself, but also, like I said, I'm a minister and I'm part of the Universal Life Church. As much as that holds weight, like
yeah,
I'm
for sure, bro.
something created us, and like my biggest thing growing up, and it's always been like, who's wrong? Like you've got all these people that are like, oh, well, you're not following this, you're going to hell. You're not following this, you're like, and it's kind of how like everybody is, like with all these different religions. As long as you don't hurt people or do anything wrong to yourself, or like you're not hurting somebody else or getting over on somebody else, like you're doing His work.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
like that's and that's what's the good thing about like from the Universal Life Church, Grandmaster of the universe, like something. It's just a blanket statement. Like everybody's right, and that in my eyes, it's whenever you use it to be wrong. If you whenever you use it to be wrong, it's wrong. But
Well, now
like,
I kind of feel like a shit ass though, because fuck, man. Like I have the opportunity to go see that and even think about going to go see that shit.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
I read the question, and I was just like a lot of people would go back and see their
Yeah.
life. Like I know my life I lived, and like there's some parts of my life like too dark to fucking like look at. Like finding out later as an
Yeah.
adult that I want to look at, but I want to see what like where our universe came from, and like where
Yeah.
like all this wrritten word came from, and like not as a way to disprove it or anything, just to see,
Just
like,
to see it, yeah.
dude. Like if I could see it, like it might turn me in. Like I might be like I'd drop trivia right now and stop being a bartender and everything, and just
You'd
go
stop
like,
drinking right the fuck now.
oh hell no! Like, no, even in the Catholic Church, like whenever my brother got whenever my
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying, like,
Wait a
y'all,
minute.
y'all drink in church. I'm just saying. I remember when my brother got baptized, and they brought out the kegs at the Holy Spirit. And I'm like, let's go.
Dude, you know what
Amen.
tripped me out? So I'm young, bro. I'm not like once again, I'm not even in fucking school yet. And my grandpa, in my opinion, is like holier than thou because he's a deacon of the Catholic Church, right? But I would trip the fuck out because they would have beer. My grandparents would have beer in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, Grandma, why y'all got beers? Hey, don't get out of there. Go play.
ya
You know what I mean?
cállate, güey.
Yeah. But then when the father would come to visit my grandparents' house, they bring out the beers for him, and I'd be like, the father drinks beer? What the fuck? Like, it blew my fucking mind. Like,
Bro, my brother married Mexican, and whenever he was baptized, dude, I'm not kidding you. They brought out kegs into like the little thing, like it's kind of a party. Like, I mean, he got married to a Mexican family, so like. So, like,
that's the thing.
I may look tan right now, but it's
baptisms, bro. We're fucking drinking till 4 a.m, bro.
Oh yeah, I love Mexicans. Like.
But if I had
Oh yeah, where would you go in your time?
So what
machine?
I'm saying is, I agree with you. I don't want to fuck up my future. I really don't. But I want to put my life on a TV, because my middle school years were like the greatest times in my opinion. Because
Don't ever
once
say
again, like I don't have a mentality of what my life should be. It's just all fun. So I can't wait to go to shallow water to chill with my uncles on weekends. And then other weekends where I'm like doing shit with my school friends. Dude, we were doing grown man shit in middle school. Like renting fucking, like my 9th grade banquet. I have no idea how we rented a fucking hotel, but we did. And like got fucking beer and got chicks to come to the fucking hotel. In fucking 9th grade. Like, that's the type of shit that my middle school fucking years were. So if I had a time machine, like I said, I would put that strictly on TV to just relive those fucking times, because they were fucking epic, man.
Yeah, well, that would be cool. I mean, this is your stuff, and like, I'm not trying to like, those aren't your greatest times yet. Whenever you sit and now that's the only thing. Like, everybody has their own little thing to say. Don't ever say any time is the greatest. Like, tonight is an awesome night.
Oh, for
it's not
sure.
Gonna be it's not the greatest though. I'm still like, whenever you fucking say like, oh, that was the greatest time of my life. That was like, you put a mark on it, and then it just goes down. Like, tonight's the greatest. Like, tonight right now is the best time I've had so far. I can't wait to see what happens next. Like,
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Thank you for saying that.
No,
yeah,
but like,
for sure.
and I'm not trying to correct you.
No,
or anything,
no.
man. Like, it's just that knowledge.
not one for
everybody
it,
needs to have knowledge that they share.
For sure.
Like, just a way of thinking that I get told a lot of times.
But it was just like what I say, like the best time of my life is just like you have your mentality as an adult that you've got to live for someone, you got to provide for someone. At that time of my life, I was selfish. I was just living for me. I was living for the moment and just being young and free. And dude, if I can just rewatch that and relive that, man,
Dude, I feel the same on that too. Like, I wish I would have wrote a book, like, because I was a kid who had family that had drug problems and everything. I watched everybody take different drugs my entire life, and like, I was that nerdy ass white kid that like, oh yeah, do you want a cigarette? I'm like, I don't smoke, but sure. Like, I would drink, but dude, I watch people like even at fucking like 15, 16, I saw people like smoke meth, shoot up, like, and some people do
God
coke.
dang.
Wait, hey,
Fuck meth at 16?
Let's find out what this does.
You were
Wow.
not me.
Oh.
Watching it done.
No, but I'm saying, yeah.
They're all
like,
freebasing
fuck.
and shit.
Yeah, like,
Wow.
they had the spoon out. Like, dude, there was a time in my life where there was a guy that just got out of prison. His name was Dallas. I don't even know if he's still alive. He was getting out tattoos to everybody. And I was like, I don't know about, like, I have an idea for a tattoo. I don't want that. But I saw him, like, heating up a spoon and fucking, like,
It's all stick
shooting it, like,
figures.
shooting it up. My buddy, he didn't want to let his mom know.
He's doing portrait tattoos, guys.
I got two of my
They were
buddies.
beautiful.
One of them got a skull and crossbones on the bottom of his foot so his mom wouldn't find out. And his mom found out because he's limping.
Oh shit!
And she works
It's
in the
got
emergency.
infected.
Yeah. And then another one of mine, like, he's scared of clowns, but gets this giant fucking clown gesture skull headpiece on his chest. Guy went over his nipple. He has a line through his nipple.
Oh god.
And like, I cry, like, especially having tattoos now. Like, I cry and like, I was like, yeah, no, I don't want a tattoo. I'm good. And like, partying around with all these people. Like, I drank. I saw so much, and like, having a brother that was an addict. Like, I didn't want to do anything. Like, I didn't really start smoking weed till I was 21. And like,
That's not
Allegedly.
even drugs.
Allegedly.
no, not
That's not even drugs.
I went to New Mexico. Yeah, it's not even drugs. Like,
Only
New Mexico's legal.
Ken Paxton thinks it's drugs.
Fuck that guy.
I'm not adult enough to know who that is. I guess.
Oh fuck. On that note, man, we'll fucking take a break. We'll fucking come right back.
This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial painting and drywall. If you're looking for any job to be done for exterior, interior painting, let them know that it's the JP Lopez Show sent you. They can be reached at 806-544-7199. Once again, that number is 806-544-7199. And be sure to tell them that it's the JP Lopez Show sent them.
And we're back. I always say, like, these fucking walls should have a Patreon at the fucking break, man. The shit that we talk about during our breaks, Ryan. Marriages would be ended. Friendships would probably be like, what the fuck? Like, that's when I have to bring waivers in to say, sign this fucking waiver.
And we can't talk about like if they notice on camera, like off camera, like.
I mean, I don't mean no homosexual shit. But.
Oh, well, of course not. Of course not. Like I was expecting a sign like, hey, is there a sign we need to throw up? Like, hey, like maybe we don't talk about that. Like we'll cut that out. Like,
oh, fucking A, man. So it's the Thanksgiving episode, and I know it's corny as all fuck. Ryan, I'll ask you, bro. What's one thing or what's anything that you're thankful for?
Sorry, like, if you've ever come to one of my trivias, you would know, like, at the end of the night, and I used to do it after I'd give away the prizes, but nobody would give a fucking listen, but I do it before the prizes. I'm thankful for everybody that comes and listens to me for 2.5 hours. Like, ask the questions that came across my mind that week. I'm thankful for y'all showing, like, the people that show up. Like, one of my trivia questions was during Halloween because it was about, like, spooky, scary things. I did it half around about myself, and it was, what do I always say at the end of every game? And it's a Monsters, Inc. song, and it's, I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have y'all.
Oh, wow.
And I'm thankful for everybody that comes out and, like, supported this. Like, my first show by myself on my own was scary as hell, and I thought I had it all, like, after 2 or 3 weeks, and then, like, now looking on it back on it now, like, 7 months into this, like, I had some people that listened to a lot of bullshit and a lot of, like, me messing up on things and me not doing having the greatest show, but I strove to be more. So I'm thankful for everybody that comes out to one of my trivias. Like,
that means a lot to me because I think the same way. Like, if I didn't have y'all, then I wouldn't have anything. I say this all the time. People that I don't know come up to me and they're like, hey, because of your show, I'm not even lying, I'm not joking. They're, because of your show, I've rekindled I talked to my brother that I hadn't talked to in years. Son One just texted me, and he said, I got noticed at Sam's. And he was like, hey, are you Son One? I was like, yeah. He's like, hey, man, I'm a fan of JP's show, and he's helped me through a bunch of shit. This was just this weekend. And, bro, that happens to me a lot. Like, they'll send me messages on Instagram, and they're like, hey, I say all that to say if I didn't have them, the listeners, I wouldn't have shit.
Well, that's how you have to live, man.
And
like,
I just want this podcast to grow into like I told you off in the break, like, us men, we're fucking deep. We are all deep, and we don't show it. Even to our wives, our girlfriends, they just scratch the surface. We're way deeper than we put out to be.
Yeah.
But I want this podcast to be just an open forum for people to express, to be vulnerable, for us men to be vulnerable and tell other men that whatever the fuck you're going through, it's not at all
ordinary.
Out of the ordinary. Other people are fucking going through the same shits that we're fucking going through.
Bro, and like, I keep bringing it back to college. Like, that's what I learned in college, man. Like, everybody comes from these different lives, man. And unless you open up, like, if you open up around a group of guys back in the day, like 10 years ago, they call you maricon, faggot, like everything like that. But dude, I opened myself up, and like I got to hear so many different sides of a life from people growing up on different avenues than I grew up in, different areas that I grew up in. Like, and I thought I had it bad, and then I was like, I heard somebody else, and it's like, well, I'm doing pretty damn good for myself. And like I had food in my belly in a house to live in. Granted, we were moving every year, but like I thought I had it bad, and nobody wants to talk about it. Like, and especially man, like in one of my old friends, Austin. Like, I've known him for 12 plus years. He knew me back when I was fat and shy and quiet, and like we'd talk, and we've talked for the last 10 years, and it was kind of like that. Oh yeah, how's work? Kind of how's dude life? Kind of like we don't talk about our feelings. And then like one night I was like, bro, how are you really feeling? Like let's have a breakdown. Like I'll tell you some things that are going on with me, and like I promote that with my male friends. Like I've taken some guys out to go to the rage cage and like break shit, and you get to talk about things. And like what sucks is that like we've promoted this whole like if you talk about anything that's like in your life, like you get made fun of. And like I mean hell, like I've been made fun of my entire life, so like I don't give a crap what you think about me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've grown up with my life being a joke to somebody else, but like I wouldn't be me if I didn't like ask these questions now. And like what I'm realizing now is like in my 30s is I'm getting actual like I'm building harder, like better relationship with my dude friends that we've never even talked about. Like we don't talk about anything deep. It's just kind of like I said, it's always been like, how's work? How's the like what new interesting is happening in your life? Not like what's going on in your head right now. What's causing you problems right now?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
And dude, I love asking people that. And like
that meme.
I'm not trying to like give people the answer. I'm just like, I'll listen to you complain. Like I'll ask people, do you want me to listen to you, or do you want me to help you?
That meme, I know you've seen that meme. It's just like when my favorite cousin shows up for Thanksgiving and we get to talk about people, or it's I don't agree with that, man. I don't like talking about people because I don't know everyone's story. And like you said, you just said your lifestyle was a joke to someone else. I don't do that. Because it's such bullshit to fucking be like making fun of someone for their hardships or whatever the fuck they're going through. That's bullshit, man. And I really love my circle because when we get together, we talk about ideas. We never talk about other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. And like and what sucks is that like a lot of my like I've been to therapy more, like a lot more, like especially in college when it was free, but like I wish it was cheap enough for everybody to go do it. I need to go to therapy myself, like, but I asked my friends like, hey, am I cool to like ask you about this or like unleash on you a little bit? Like I'm not looking like, and you've always got to preface it like, hey, are you looking for answers, or are you looking for somebody to complain to? And then also asking that person too, are you willing to put up with somebody else's, like, do you have enough free plate in your mind space to help somebody else with their problems?
Yeah. Yeah.
And dude, like it became like 10 years ago, nobody would talk about it. Like
oh no.
And I say machismo, not being like not being racist or anything, but it's just like machismo has always been my phrase for that. Like, yeah, my man, like I just gotta deal with everything, and like I still gotta be drunk sometimes before I talk to my girlfriend about some of my problems or what's going on in my mind. And, like,
but that's all us, man.
It is, and like
it takes liquid courage to be a little bit vulnerable.
And I love my liquid courage. Like anytime I'm up till 6 o'clock in the morning talking to somebody, it is not drug
dude. Just this weekend, we're texting each other at 4 a.m.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, I'm a bartender, so.
But
like,
no, but what I'm saying is.
But middle of the night, like nighttime, like I am not a 8 a.m. to fucking 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. person for the life of me. After 10 o'clock at night, my brain
thrives,
goes, and it's unstoppable at that point. Like I don't know if I need drugs or
you're just nocturnal. No.
Yeah, but I try to be better, and like I try to think of things, and like I try, like people reach out to me, and like I try to get everything right. And like what sucks is that talking to the family is the one thing I do. I fell on my own family, but I'm living my own life, and like I'm not dying, I'm not killing myself, I'm not harming. I'm trying to create my own life.
Yeah, I think we need to hang out more for real.
But I really would like to
Because I think you would hanging out more with us. You would probably thrive more in being more of a family.
Well, I mean, I am in the family. Like my friends in my family.
Yeah.
Like my family has let me down a lot of times, and like I love them to death. They've raised me. They made me who I am. I rely on my friends, like my roommate. My house in Linwood. I live in Linwood. I realized earlier this year this is the longest house I've lived at continuously my entire life.
Oh wow,
And it's something that like
that says a lot.
even my mind can't comprehend. And like I have the collage of everything for 20 years of my life on my walls. It's the first time it stayed the same so long, and I'm just kind of looking at my walls. I'm like, it's so boring.
It's not. It's not.
It's not.
It's your
but
story.
It is my story, and
Yeah.
I'm so proud of it, and like I'm so proud of everything. And that's another thing. Like I sound like I'm on a goddamn tangent right now, but if you knew where I've been from, knew where I came from, like.
You're a success
I
story.
am so proud of I'm so proud of myself, and it takes a lot of alcohol to actually get me to say that. Like, I'm proud of what I've done, and like.
But that gives me opportunity to say that most men think that they ain't done shit or accomplished shit, and they have no idea how far they've came in their fucking life
Well,
to
like
be a success story.
Like I was telling you, like I got to quit my main job. I was working 2 jobs. Like I was working Monday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, 8:30 to 9 or 8:30 to 5. I did my trivia 2 nights a week, and then after that, I was bartending on Friday and Saturday nights till 4 o'clock in the morning because
You gotta clean up.
Yeah,
and-
well, my bartender that traded me Sheridan, like I love her to death. It's my share bear. Like I didn't give her props in the last podcast, but she's an OCD kind of clean freak like I am, and I'm like, I want this bar. Like if this bar is clean, it means more money for me, and like it's a local business. It's not like it's a Dave and Buster's or a Buffalo Wild Wings. No, this bar is a local Billiards Plus. It's a local bar. If I make my job is the bathrooms. If I make the bathrooms as clean as I can be, hopefully people won't joke mess around about that. They won't laugh about that. Like if the pool tables aren't like fingerprint free.
Eric and I used to stay at a bar till like 4 a.m. drinking, past the close time of 2 a.m.
See, I'm still trying to find one of those bars.
Well, no, because she wanted to fuck me, and we just go pour our own beers, and she'd be cleaning the shit, and I was like, I'll be damned if this girl's gonna see my little pecker. So, like, hey, see you later. She's like, you motherfucker. But
Well, yeah, no, I mean, if you're in my books, man, that's probably about all you're gonna see is like some mediocre, like I said, some mediocrely average wieners. So,
But,
like,
yeah.
Hey, but I'm glad that he had that little spark about him because we got to drink till 4 o'clock in the morning.
dude, yeah, the bar's closed and she's cleaning. We're not helping. Just Eric and I just going back to behind the bar and pouring our own fucking beers.
well, hell, now I wish I would have hung out with y'all back in the day because like I've hung around some people like doing some
Oh,
apparently
you'd
they
have
were
been-
doing some cocaine back in the day.
He'd
And
have been
like,
tainted for sure.
well, they weren't not tainted, but they were doing some things.
no,
that,
I'm
that
talking
kept
about
them
hanging
up.
out with us.
Oh.
You'd be an honorary. You would not even claim white with us
Oh,
if
bro,
you to
like,
this date.
Y'all are one of the like.
We'd
you're
be
one of the
calling
reasons-
him Miklo.
That's what they call me at the warehouse.
thing. It's the best fucking thing I had in 9
They fucking gave me a Tecate or a Modelo, and I'm like, okay, it's Modelo, not fools. But no, they used to call me Miklo, and they're like, then I had to watch Blood In, Blood Out back on when Netflix used to send out the DVDs. I had to watch Made in America and Blood In, Blood Out. They made sure I watched those.
You're talking
two.
about American Me, fucker.
American Me.
Cisco.
This is not fucking Eddie Murphy.
Cisco, what you thankful for, brother?
Mine is people that are listen to your podcast on a daily basis are probably like they can already guess what I'm about to say, but it's my kids, man.
Yeah.
My kids' health, my wife's health. It's like I've dealt with so much death recently that's really what I'm thankful for.
It's so tough because you are now one of the next guys in our crew that is a part of our crew that's lost their dads.
Yeah.
And it sucks, bro, but especially the time of the year. I pray hard for you, bro. You and Melissa, because this can
It was the very next day for us.
it's gonna be the first holiday without your pops. I know what that's like, and it sucks, man. It fucking sucks. I just want to stress to you, Cisco, that I've been praying hard for you, bro. I really have. I don't want you to think that me, myself, personally has turned my back on you. It's just I knew that you needed space. I knew that you needed time. But I know that as hard as that was, an even harder time is coming within the next 40 days. And I love you, bro. I fucking love you. I don't want to bring up I just love you, bro. I love you.
Can I? Did you lost yours?
Yes.
I lost my grandmother this year too, and my big sister, the one that brought me into all this, and like, it's the reason why I keep going and keep doing.
You have to.
I want to make them proud, like, especially like I said my grandfather earlier, but I did lose my grandmother earlier this year, and then I lost my big sister who supported me no matter what I did, and you do keep going for them. That's all I can like. What I found out is like, there's nothing anybody can say to you. Like, 'cause this is my first big loss, man. There's nothing that anybody can say that's gonna make you feel better, man. But just keep living, and now you have a reason to live for.
Yeah.
And you have a reason to help carry the name.
I
And,
read.
like that's my own.
I read.
2 cents. And I'm sorry.
Appreciate it.
I read a saying
Sorry, man.
just yesterday that said, "It sucks because you think that you didn't spend the rest of your life with them, but they got to spend the rest of their life with you." I'll transition to you,
Break
Eric,
time?
just to lighten the fucking.
Sorry.
What are you thankful for, Eric?
Hey, man, I'm thankful for my entire family. You know, I have my brothers and my mother. And every time we get together, it's like the most greatest thing. It's fun. My brothers are not my enemies. They're my,
At all, by far.
We cheer for the same teams. We love the same things, and there's never any arguing whatsoever. We are together. We're together. We help each other. That is.
I'm sorry. Hold that train of thought. I just want to say you are probably one of the first ever in my circle that there is no 0% sibling rivalry.
We don't fight each other.
No.
We truly are on each other's teams. And so I don't know how we created that, because we didn't like each other when we were kids. And I don't know if we didn't like each other. It's just that we were just kids. But now we're older, and there's no animosity. We help each other. Hey, can you help me do this? Hey, bro, we're just a fucking joke. So us just being the way that we are, we have our friends. We don't argue. I don't argue with you. Martinez, we don't argue. Dude, it's just like having my brothers. So there's no argument. And then we continue having this great ass time, and somebody's birthday, the kids' birthdays, whatever birthdays. It's so awesome. And so I'm so grateful that my brothers, my friends, Alex's family, we don't like, everything is good too. And so there's nobody better than Alex's dad. Like, he became my dad when my dad passed away, and he doesn't even know that. Like, he's just being himself. But if he asks me for something, I do it. If I ask him for something, he just does it.
In a heartbeat.
And it doesn't even matter. Like, and
but Domingo and Omar would do the same fucking thing.
And they do the same thing. Like, and then my own friends, y'all showed up for my birthday, bro. Like, it was far, it was dark, it was raining, and y'all still showed up. And I was like, this is like, I can't even. It's so surreal.
Yeah.
And I will show up for everybody else. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah, growing up, man, I've been blessed with the great friendships that I've had with Chris, San Juan, Georgie, and you. But you personally, bro, dude, we've been through battles and wars
I know.
together, and we've made it through, and we've like turned around and looked at all the shit we've been through and just laugh and just like it's a great fucking time. Like, damn, we made it through all this bullshit.
Man, we made it through. We seen a lot, and like some of it wasn't even like, oh, we endured it. We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw some shit that other people are not even privileged to see. You and I sitting next to each other or standing next to each other. Michael Crabtree scoring that fucking touchdown. Everybody sees that fucking picture. Well, we were there.
We were damn near front row. Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
there. And like that's just how like we have extra stuff. We were there for that Crabtree. We were there when we beat up some people. Like we were there.
I love that about you because I grew up in a real tight family, and then when my grandma passed, she was the glue, and it didn't go over so well once she passed, right? But me kicking it so hard with you, just a Saturday barbecue was like kicking, like back in my old days when I was a kid, and it was all my family there because that's what y'all were. It was all your family there. And it was like it was Melissa's family. It was like everybody was there, how it was when I was a kid. And that's why I enjoyed the fuck out of just being there at a fucking barbecue on a Saturday, a random Saturday. And dude, your sense of family is what the fuck that it was a picture that I grew up with. Because y'all are so tight, and y'all are still tight.
Yeah. We'll always be tight.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing. It really is. It's something to fucking write a book about. For real. It really is. I don't want to shit on my mother because I'm very thankful for her. And I don't want to shit on my friends because I'm very thankful for y'all. The most thankful that I am is for my wife, bro. My wife is my person. When you're thinking about a crush in middle school, you know what I mean? And I know we've all done that because we're around the same age. I know some of us are younger than us, but it's still like when you think of a middle school or an elementary crush and what I would do, what I would write a letter or shit like that, that's the shit that me and my wife still fucking do. I appreciate her so much, more than she will ever fucking know. I always tell her, like, I love you more, but I fucking mean that because she's my person. And saying all that, I truly fucking believe I'm her person. And that's her every fucking day that I work my ass off to provide for. Her words every day, every morning is like, hey, I love you and I appreciate you working so hard for us. Dude, you have no idea what the fucking, just the power in those words do for me and my motivation to just provide, but not only provide, but to make us both successful. I'm so fucking thankful for her because without her, bro, who knows where the fuck I'd be right now. For real.
Take that and sorry to interject, man. That's real. I look at mine and I look at her and go, "Why the fuck are you still with me? Like, I don't understand." They believe.
Yeah.
They believe. She believes in you.
And I'm a shit ass, bro. A
Same.
shit ass. Her putting up with my bullshit. If it wasn't her, anybody else would have kicked me to the door. Like, not cheating on her.
Oh, no, God no. Just me being you being yourself.
Yeah. And it really hits home with me to make me understand that I'm her person, but
That they love you no matter what.
but appreciate her that much more.
Dude, like, me and mine have a sign. Like, I fucking put my finger to my head like this. Like, not in a gun way, but just like in my head. And she just looks at me, just sticks her tongue out.
Y'all just know.
She just sticks her tongue out and she goes, "You're doing you.
Yeah.
You're doing you." Are you a special education teacher? You should be. Like, that's the only grace I give mine.
and you work
Well,
with
no.
retards.
Well, no, mine's a special education teacher, and like I love her. She runs the special education department at Covenant. Like, they created a job that she got to hold on to, and like gave me my third iteration of what special education is. But like, it takes a special person to love special people, man. And like, you have somebody in your corner, and like, may not be special education handled, but maybe we need to bring Kat over here and they can talk and like she can help her. Like, she's like, "This is how you deal with them when they're like this. This is how they."
I thought you were gonna say, "Yeah, JP's a retard. You work well with retards."
God no. Hi, I'm Ryan Fritz Coming Rhino. I'm definitely special. I have a girlfriend that's special education. Like, but no, we're thankful for people that like keep us
No, for
grounded.
sure, man. I don't.
Sorry for interjecting.
I don't
on
take
that,
it for
but yeah.
granted. I really don't.
God, no.
She's everything that I prayed for in my young adult life that just came to fruition and became what it was, and I don't take it for granted. Every fucking day of my life, I live to
Make her proud.
not only provide for her, but love God. God's first. God's always going to be first, but she's right below that.
That's who you want to like. Who you want to show like your greatest creation to.
Dude, I'm an asshole. Like, anybody that looks at my social media will just think I'm single. And she'd just be like, "This dumbass." You know what I mean?
Oh,
Any
no,
other
like-
girl would be like, "Motherfucker, like, why are you always talking about titties on, like," you know what I'm saying? She
Oh
just,
my God, you definitely need to meet Kat then, because you and Kat would fucking get along. Like, y'all just like, because she's not a social person like I am. I'll go out and promote my own shit. They don't at the same bar I work at, but she'll just be standing there, just like looking at me, like she's like, "Is everything okay?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm just watching you just go around like acting crazy."
Yeah.
But dude, like, I had no job. Like, I'd gotten fired from Overton, and I was like, I just got this hair up my ass. Oh, and got fired from Woodrow's. It's just like, "Hey, do you want to start like?" I lost trivia, and I was like, "Well, I can make my own better trivia. Fuck them. I can make my own better trivia." And I just look at her and my roommate, and I'm go like jobless, and she had just moved in. She goes, both my girlfriend and my roommate go.
I thought you were gonna say both my girlfriends.
We got two of them.
My heterosexual life mate and my homosexual life mate are right there. But they were like, "Dude, if anybody's gonna fucking do it, it's gonna be you."
But what does that
It's
say
that
about
belief.
her? You're basically at rock bottom, and she's still at your side.
At rock bottom, and she just left her fucking job in New Mexico to come live here. Well,
Yeah.
she got a job here, of course, like an amazing job here, but that was the reason she left. Like, she found the job, and she came over here because of that, and like, she was the reason I went nonstop. That month I was without a job and starting a business. Like, she was the reason. Like, I got drunk one night and like stayed up way too late, and her alarm's going off, and I wake her up, and she goes, "What the fuck are you still doing?" And like, I just said, "I don't know." She goes, "Well, you need to do something." And I wrote it to like get a marker, like a dry erase marker, and wrote it on the mirror, like the date. It was like 5/12. And I said, "I'm gonna be better than I am this date."
Yeah.
And that's when I got
And that's
when
why I
got my second bar.
appreciate my wife so much, is because I talk all this shit, like you said, machismo. I talk all this shit like I run the show.
If anybody's gonna call it out,
But
call
no,
you out.
but when we go home and we do pillow talk is real talk. Pillow talk is not this foo shit that, you know what I'm talking? It's
Well,
it's
no,
deep.
my-
and she puts me in my fucking place.
And my pillow dog, like my pillow dog has always been like I'm too drunk, and like she just listens to me fucking babble on about what's going on in my mind, and like I realized that, and like maybe I'm an alcoholic kind of thing, and like I started getting that drunk, and I got to that point, like finally got to the point where we talk about it, and she's always gonna be my biggest fucking cheerleader, my biggest fan. She
Most
loves us.
definitely, yeah.
She loves, like she supports and loves everything I do, and like we'll support it on Facebook and Instagram and everything, and like it's my biggest person.
I really
And
pray and hope that everyone could find that companionship and that love for one another. But
that-
she has no problem putting me in my place, and she has no problem biting her tongue in public and then going home and be like, motherfucker, you did this and this and this, and then I fix it.
Oh yeah, no, and like we
Yeah.
have our own call signs too, like, but I want to show her, and like I want to prove to her, like she's my, like I need her to be my manager, but also whenever you have that manager part, like it kind of becomes like a mom kind of figure.
Yeah.
And I don't like if you have a girlfriend being your mom, like, hey, you need to wake up, you need to do this, you need to do this. That's not right. I can't wait to show her my steps in growing up, and like my steps and like thinking things out overnight. Like I'm cleaning, like after the bar's done and I have nobody else to talk to, like I'm there by myself and like thinking about my life and like thinking about things. And I bring it to her, and like I try not to be too drunk to where it just doesn't seem like background noise, but like I do want to let her in, but I also, like, at the same time, if I'm not drunk enough, I don't want to worry her with what's on my mind, if that makes sense.
And I've spoken about that.
You don't want to worry your people that are around you.
Yeah, I've spoken about that.
Yeah.
I sometimes
Sorry, I've never
pick
listened to
and
podcasts,
choose.
that's my fault.
Pick and choose what I want to express to my wife, because I don't want her to worry just like how hard I'm worrying.
Yeah.
But the most beautiful fucking thing about this situation is what you're saying is basically what these two other men sitting next to you on each side of you is what they've got. My circle is so tight that we are very similar. I know for a fucking fact, I can bet my fucking house that the love between husband and wife are basically the same between these two guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure that myself out too. And nowadays, like I put too much trust in people a long time ago to where it kind of got used as ammo against me. Like people want to like call me for being a person. Like I'm not gonna say I haven't made mistakes. I've made so many mistakes and like fucked up so much in my life that anybody can make fun of me about. But like that's why that's why I make sure I always have somebody around me that like not corrects me, but just sees how I do, because
it's just crazy because the love that I've had for each one of the guys in my circle is probably matched with the same love of our wives that they have for each other. It's crazy, and I don't think it's common. I think it's rare, but we've got it.
Yeah, and we figured it out,
dude. And I would love, like, especially you, like, hey, now, like, y'all don't see her in the background. I would love for you to meet Kat, and Kat is my person. Like, I'm so thankful for her, and like she's so amazing. And like I figured y'all two like might. I've met you a couple times. Y'all did,
together.
Yeah, well, no, like I said, dude.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, no, like I said, Cat, like, I'm not me speaking for the crowd though, but like Cat will fucking like see us out at the bar, and if it's one of those nights where I'm not working or I'm not doing trivia, I'm out drinking. And I'm out promoting and trying to get people to come out to see the next show, and she's just sitting at the table just watching me, like just with a smile on her face. And I look back at her, I'm like, am I messing up? Should I give you
Ryan,
more
I'll tell you this, bro, for real. Outside looking in, I'm glad you found that, because back then I didn't think that would be possible for you, because your self-esteem was pretty low. And now. I'm so proud and happy for your growth, and I'm excited for whatever's next for you, bro. But I'm glad you found it, man.
I think you're gonna help me find out what's next, man. And dude,
so I'll cheers to that, brother.
I appreciate the show, man, and I appreciate y'all showing me all the Spanish I did for my few construction jobs, like my job training after I failed out of college. Like, dude, I was in construction after this.
For your forklift certification.
No, I went into construction. Like I ran a digger. Like I ran a back.
I had one when I was 16.
Yeah, I thought you were holding the flag. Go.
Oh, okay. How about this?
You turn the sign stop. Turn the sign slow.
Real construction things, then, man. Like I went into directional drilling, like not horizontal, like where you're digging for oil. Like I was laying fiber optics. And,
Yeah,
like,
I still drill to this day.
Well, I lay pipe till
I do it sideways also.
I still drill to this day,
that
bro.
horizontal drilling, the HGD, that horizontal drilling, man. Like, yeah, no.
Some
like,
people might call it twerking.
I call it
no.
fracking. I call it fracking.
I'm mining for gold.
when my mom and pop pancake ass get up to twerking, like it's not twerking. It might be a little bit of fracking or like.
So we'll take it home, man. We'll end the show on this, Eric. You've already said what your perfect day would be, so I'll skip you.
Yeah.
Or should I fucking ask you this?
Ask me.
All right, man. What would be your perfect fucking day?
Bro, I can't even tell you how much I want to be at the beach. Like for real. Like when I leave the beach, I want to go back to the beach. Like, and especially if it's with Alex. Alex is my number one, and nothing is fun unless she's with me.
That's beautiful.
So
It's beautiful.
And so I don't know if I've never seen the beach without her, and so it has to be because of her that everything is so perfect.
And it's unheard of. It really is. It's unheard of to think about the amount of times me and you being so tight and our wives being so close, sharing the beach with each other.
I know.
On a fucking number of times.
At least 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Like a lot of we've been to the beach a lot together.
Like, and people talk shit to us. Like, people are like, "Oh yeah, we want to go on trips with y'all," or "Goddamn, how many fucking times y'all gonna go to the fucking beach?" But you're right, man. Like, it's a fucking.
It's a thing.
It's
Also, fuck them. Did y'all have fun?
well,
Then fuck them.
no, they're bullshitting. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
No, they're but it's. I don't even want to say like magical, but it feels fucking epic.
Yes.
It really does.
They're-
It like kind of like liberating in a sense, in some way or
Dude,
fashion.
all of it is so perfect. Like you get to see the ocean, and like at the time where you're at the beach, you're at the beach. We don't even we're having so much time at the beach that we don't even see what's even happening way in front of us. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, let's go eat dinner.
Yeah.
Let's go eat lunch. Let's go do whatever. And we go eat the most delicious thing that you can possibly eat. It looks so beautiful. It tastes beautiful.
Like we're shopping. We are like for real. We're shopping for octopus.
Yes.
To fucking grill on the beach.
Yes.
Who like? What kind of experience is that? Like for real.
And then the octopus tastes delicious.
And we find it. And we go and we're cooking it on the fucking beach.
And they're like, it's just tacos or whatever.
And then Eric wakes up from a deep coma pass out and is like, "Hey, you ready to go fuck?" That's good
times, man.
That will always and forever be my most favorite fucking memory. And then Alex is like, "Guess I'll be back." She's like, "We'll be back in 2." She's like, "We'll be back in 2 minutes."
She said 2 hours. She said 2 hours.
Francisco, what would be your perfect fucking day?
So mine is, I love to sleep, man. My biggest thing is I am not a morning person. My day has to start with sleeping in. I sleep in, my wife wakes up, she starts cooking a breakfast. I'm a big brunch guy. I don't eat breakfast ever. I just don't do it. But I love the breakfast food, but I like to eat it during lunchtime. So she's cooking brunch for me, and then we go to the park, and I'm with my daughter playing soccer, with my son playing baseball. That's how my afternoon goes, and then we come back. We take our afternoon nap with my son. My son likes to nap for some reason. I take my nap with my son. We wake up. I then watch a movie with my daughter and wife. They love watching movies together. They're little chick flick shit, and they always involve me in that shit, which I say I hate, but I love it.
Oh,
to a
yeah.
certain extent. I love being with
Hallmark.
Disney.
He loves Hallmark.
Yeah, no. How many times did you watch Moana grow? Like whenever your daughter was growing up, like
Too many times.
Zen Zootopia, man.
Yeah.
Look at it.
So we'll watch our movie, and then we'll flip a switch, and then we turn into the night owls to where we hang out with you guys. We go have a drink, have lunch, have dinner, and just fucking do it big at night.
That's perfect.
That's my perfect day.
That's perfect, man. My perfect day, honestly, it would be. Y'all guys know I live for the tailgate. Y'all guys know I live for 6 days a year, and it's the tailgates.
You take them off
And
way early,
bro. As soon as that schedule comes out,
Way early.
As soon as that schedule comes out, I'm requesting those days off. But that being said, I live for that tailgate. That's just in me. But the perfect day would be that tailgate, but with people that don't even come to the tailgate. You know what I mean? Ramos would show up to the tailgate. San Juan would show up to the tailgate. And most importantly, man, my sister and my mom would be there. That would be my perfect day if all them people, all of us, just fucking having the great time that we have at our tailgate, but with everybody that I love being there. And it's beautiful, in my opinion. I mean, Eric, you know, it's our tailgates are epic, but that being said, if everyone that doesn't show up, that doesn't normally come, if everyone did finally come, like I said, San Juan, Ramos, my mom, my sister, bro, that'd be my perfect fucking day. Ryan, we gotta go, man. I want you to hit a home run with what your perfect day would be.
My perfect day?
Yeah.
My perfect day is we party till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning the night before. I have an extra bedroom in my house to prevent anybody from driving drunk. I've got a sectional couch. I've got air beds. I'm still a single man with my roommate. Like, we used to joke around about us being kid ministers because the way our house is built and the way what we decorate with. Everybody stayed the night over from the night before. We wake up about 9, 10 o'clock, start off with mimosas. Then we go somewhere else. Like, nobody else is cooking breakfast or anything. We go to like Jake's or somebody else with good breakfast, like where we can still drink and I can still smoke, of course. And then we just keep going from there and then go back to my house and we just help, like, either we play video games like Mario Kart, Mario Party, something, or we play Mexican Train or just dominoes and board gamed up, but we're all just there for each other, man. Like,
Big Six to the board!
bones, motherfucking bones, baby, bones.
You had me at Mexican Train.
Yeah, I do. I don't fuck around with some Mexican Train and like finding out is that everybody else kind of has their own way, or like we got darts at our house. Like, man, like we modeled our house around. We have 2 TVs in the living room. Like, we modeled our house around like hospitality and like, I mean, that's the business I used to be in. So hospitality, like, I want you to have the greatest fucking night ever. And I want, like, fuck what I want. I want you to have a memorable time. And, like, me and Kat got to do it last Sunday. I got done cleaning the bar, came home, made a whiskey and Coke, and went to the shower, got out of the shower got out at 7 a.m. in the morning because we got out of the work at 6. She goes, "You already drinking?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. She goes, "Well, let's keep on."
Yeah.
And she makes a drink right then and there, and I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, baby, it's gonna be a good day." We end up going to Jake's, so we have a good time, and like, but I want my friends to do it. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
like I said, we have a 3-bedroom house. Like we had a friend that passed away due to drunk driving. So like I'm so fucking against that. There's no fucking point in this day and age.
You can Uber everywhere.
Yeah, the Uber, Lyft, fucking whatever the like. I don't give a shit. Or just stay on my bed in that guest room with its own bathroom and shower. I have a sectional couch. I have an air mattress. Fuck, I'll sleep on the couch. You sleep in my bed. Don't drive drunk. But we all wake up around 10 and everybody's not hungover, but we're just feeling like
like Eric's
keep
bachelor party.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Mine?
Bro. Hey, now that I'm on here, like I can't wait for my wedding. Like, what I will say, like I stopped you earlier. I'm like, it's not the greatest everything. Like, the greatest party I will ever throw is my fucking wedding.
Oh, for sure.
And dude, like, what's fun about now, like living life, is like we wouldn't be friends if you can't hang out with somebody else that I call my friend. And like I introduce people all the time, like
All
these
your
are friends
white
of mine.
friends
Like,
would trip out. Like, why you got barbacoa at your wedding?
hey, ask me how many white friends I have. Like my girlfriend's Puerto Rican, my roommate's Mexican, like my best friend is Mexican. His family calls
Coquito.
me Coquito.
Yeah.
No, Coquito. Like,
Yeah,
dude, I
you
fucked
bring
up.
some
Like,
of that?
did you listen to my podcast? Like, fuck. I mess up all the
Some
time every year. I
Coquito,
call
man.
it Conquito. I call it Conquito. But dude,
Give me that trash can. Give me that bathtub punch.
my baby has been making some coquito that'll fucking put your fucking make you put some socks on, man. Like, it's good shit.
So, on that
but,
note,
like,
man,
I love it, man. And
love you, bro.
I can't wait till you come out and like have some fun with me at trivia, dude. It's
Yeah.
it's not about the trivia, man. It's
Count me in,
it's
bro.
about the show I put on, man, and that's all I have to go on. My trivia is mediocre, and like my questions are like might be easy or not. I put on a show for everybody, and nobody leaves with a smile without a smile on their face, man. And I will.
Well, you make
guarantee
sure
that.
you go see this fucker's trivia. And Ryan, thanks for coming on, bro.
And also, this guy Zisco, he sells some fucking Pokemon cards and some TCG stuff. Like, I might have to get a Pokemon card from here too, or like jerseys, maybe pops. I don't know.
Yeah.
But check out this guy too.
But for
Not
sure,
just me.
man, check out Cisco, check out Mr. Rhino.
Rhino,
But,
R-Y-N-O.
I want to fucking...
And the SCJP Lopez show.
I want to end the show. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, which are Patriot Paint and Construction. No job's too big, too small. If you need some interior, exterior paint, cabinets being painted, whatever, hit up Patriot Paint and Construction and Tigre Burrito. If you guys have not tried Tigre Burrito, fucking hit them up and let them know that it's the JP Lopez show sent you. I promise they'll give you a free bag and free napkins.
And I'm white as fuck. And if that man's telling me to go get a burrito, like I've always believed his food choices.
They are the shit, bro.
Yeah,
they
I'm definitely-
legit are the shit.
I'm gonna have to
Their
hit them
lunch
up now.
specials are badass, man. And I fuck with them. They fuck with me. And really and truly, guys, thank you, man.
No, thank you, man.
I can't say it enough. I'm nothing without you guys. You guys,
It's life to live
you
by.
guys are everything. Cisco, I see you on the daily, and I'm not tired of you, brother. And that says a lot. But until next time, guys, read some books.
Looking for that perfect drip? Head over to Facebook at Brandy's Bliss Boutique. She's got everything from sandals, slippers, sneakers to that perfect fit. I promise you won't regret heading over to Brandy's Bliss Boutique on Facebook. Let her know that It's the JP Lopez Show sent you.